So tonight is a mix of mindset, I would say, and real estate strategies. Honestly, this is kind of my favorite workshop or masterclass that we offer because it's a combination of two.
I've helped students close deals all throughout the country, including Hawaii and Alaska. Um, so it's been really, really fun. So really what I do is I just teach women how to invest virtually. And yeah, I just started 10 years ago as a means to make money, and it was a way to really like figure out how to get myself out of the hole. I had a 2.5-year-old. You could see my son in the picture above. And what was really cool about it was seeing people do deals and thank you for changing their life, for being able to guide them through it.
You have to have a why, right? And my reason was I was looking for flexible time, income, and quite considerable income because I wanted to pay for college and I was living in Hawaii. I'm always studying, I'm always looking, I'm always learning to this day. And actually, I started with rentals first, and the reason is I wanted to create passive income.
Building wealth and legacy for my family. As you know, I got into it to literally get myself out of debt. I was barely making ends meet. So it was something that's really important. But now it's like, okay, I can retire, I can put money into investments, create generational wealth.
Well, like I said, if you're getting out of a 9 to 5 or you have done things for a while, a certain way, there's definitely a mind shift that you have to do when you start owning your own business or you get into real estate or anything else. But the thing is, you're going to control your time. You'll
Mhm.
have time freedom. It's not just a financial freedom. To me, it's even more important the time freedom to do things at your own pace, to do things where you want to be.
If your problems, 99% of your problems come down to money, you start making money, 99% of your problems go away. A lot of people lose deals because they do not follow up. They have not perfected their follow-up system, nurturing their sellers or anything like that. You want to become the go-to person in your area. You will know that you are doing well when you start getting referrals. When people start referring you out to other clients that said, I had such a great experience, you will start getting referrals. Branding yourself is incredibly important. I literally became a bed for 2 weeks. So my business still ran because I had automations in place for it to run. The more money you make, the less you work if you do it right. You free up your time, which will then let you experience what you're here for, which most of you are here for is what? Freedom. Freedom of time, freedom of finances, freedom to do what you want, freedom to live life on your own terms, which then correlates into meaning. When you decide what you want and you're like, I need more money and I need more freedom, or I just want freedom of time, I just want to sleep in without an alarm clock. I don't want my alarm clock to be what wakes me up every day.
But whatever it is that you want to do, you can claim it and it can be yours. It's already yours. You just have to move in the right direction. And you have to know what to do. At the end of the day, you're competing against only one person, and that's yourself. How can I do better for myself? How can I be a happier person?
The biggest check I made was $122,000 on one wholesale deal. One deal during Thanksgiving when, the holidays, people aren't selling their homes. How would it feel to not have to worry about inflation? That's the thing I like to ask people, like to not worry about if your rent goes up $1,000. I think a lot of gurus try to pitch the Lamborghini lifestyle. I'm a Jeep Wrangler girl. I got my car. You know, I'm just pitching being happy and being free.
And you have to have a persistence like no other. Like I saw some of you said, there is no option for me to go back to work. In 95, let me say one thing. Okay, when you're looking as a real estate investor, it's different than when you're looking as a real estate agent. You make money in real estate, but really when there are things like that happening in the market, when there are wrinkles of time, when there are wrinkles of possibilities. We made more money than ever when COVID happened in 2020. Next year is going to be a really rare window of opportunity. Prices are settling. We're not going to have the housing crisis 2007. There's not that perfect storm that happened back then.
I wake up every day grateful and excited for the future because each step forward in this journey is one step closer to my goals of freedom, impact, and income that I desire and deserve. $122,440.67, closed on the week, I think this was the week before Thanksgiving. If I would have gave in to the fear of that's not possible for me, I wouldn't have closed that deal. 2 days before the retreat, Hurricane Ian came in as a Cat 5 and hit Cape Coral. And I went there, cried over my house, packed the clothes I needed for the retreat, and came to the retreat, finished out the retreat, and then went back and dealt with the mess.
I literally had so many leads coming in that I was actually uh, scaling down the leads because I didn't want to have to deal with too many.